Last week, I made a video talking about how I found Red Dead Redemption 2 boring, and a lot of the comments came from my head. You don't know game. You're not a real man. This generation and their low attention span. Just stick to your GTA 5. Go back to your ball and gun games. I don't even like ball and gun games. I hate sport games with passion. After locking in for about a week, I have to say, I kind of like the game now. Don't get me wrong, okay? A lot of the opinions that I had about the game at first still stand. And these are just personal preferences and opinions, so please give yourself brain. What I did appreciate was the glorified graphics. It was good. Better than Red Dead Redemption 1. And I kind of regret playing Red Dead Redemption 2 first, because I actually haven't played 1. But as soon as I finished 2, I decided to download 1 and play it. And I was like, you know when you have already tasted good life and now you're coming back to the trenches and you're like, what is this, man? That's how I felt when I started playing 1. I should have played 1 first, but that's on me. The attention to detail, the entire world is so detailed that it feels like you are touching grass. Like the whole game feels like a touch grass simulation, right? It's like, it doesn't feel like you are playing a game. It feels like you are living life in a calm and peaceful sense without a lot of the worries of the world coming down on you. The only thing you really had to worry about was wild animals and getting robbed or kidnapped, and of course the other shootouts that come from the main story. And obviously when you get wanted, because what's a Rockstar game without getting wanted from the police, and police is haunting you because you ran into somebody or you killed somebody or you stole something. I loved all of that when it came to details of the world. The main story was compelling. I loved the main story. Matter of fact, I focused more on the main story than even the side quests. I didn't do a lot of side stories and strangers and freaks and all that stuff. I just wanted to finish the story. I'm going to play the game again and this time do more side quests, because I know that Rockstar side quests are very interesting. Coming from like GTA and other games, the side quests will be amazing, but I didn't do a lot of them. I just did a few of them. I didn't pay attention to a lot of things, which I think I would appreciate more when I play it again, even though I'm going to have to go through that dreaded first and second chapter. I hate chapter 1 and 2 with my whole life. Those are the worst chapters in the whole game. I loved the mission where we went to get Jack. When we discovered that Jack was kidnapped by, I've forgotten their name already, that family. You guys that play the game, you know what I'm talking about. When Jack got kidnapped, I really loved that first mission of riding to that house to like shoot out and like get Jack before we find out that Jack wasn't actually there. I loved that mission so much. I just loved the standoff when the whole gang like stood facing the house. It was cinematic. I loved it. Another mission I really liked so much was the final mission where we went back to the snowy place. It's funny how the whole thing came around. We started in snow and we went back to snow. That snowy mountain where we went to find and kill Micah. I love that mission too. I did lose my gun from that guy that ambushed me from behind. And the gun that I lost, I really liked it and didn't want to continue the mission without it. And it was sliding down from the mountain, and I went for it thinking that I could come back up. I feel like I'm not the only one that experienced that. And then I couldn't come back up because I kept slipping and sliding down, and I failed the mission and had to start from a checkpoint. And this time around, I had to focus and make sure I didn't lose my gun from that fight. But with every good thing that you have in life, there will always be flaws. And these were the flaws that I personally found in the game. At least there were things that I did not like about the game. And I made a whole list, all right? First thing I didn't like about the game, it has been established since the beginning of time, as far as my experience with Red Dead Redemption is concerned. The game started slowly. It is too slow. Even towards the final chapters, the game still had this slowness to it. However, it was more tolerable after chapter 3. But chapter 1 and 2, the game felt too slow and it was unbearable. The only reason why I locked in and just went through it is because you guys promised that it was going to get better. And it did get better. But chapter 1 and 2, worst chapter. I feel like Rockstar could have remove those 2 chapters and just started from chapter 3 and we'd go from there. And a lot of the opinions that a lot of people have about how slow and boring the game was, they probably wouldn't exist, because chapter 3 is slightly more engaging than 1 and 2, and everything just kicks off from there. It's good. right? The game is too slow. I hated that part of the game. I still hate it. If I'm going to play the game again right now, I don't know how I'm going to get myself to go through 1 and 2 again, especially because I'm going to have to still go through all the side quests and strangers and freaks. But yeah, the game is too slow. I don't like that. The controls are painful and also contribute to the slowness of the game, and also sometimes the unbearability of the game. I don't know if that is an actual word. But one thing about the controls that I genuinely hate, and it's something Rockstar does a lot in their games, but they took it a step further in Red Dead Redemption. Constantly tapping X to move your horse. First of all, I don't think that is good for the controller. I think my controller has spots now because I'm just tapping X to make the horse go faster. It's painful for my thumb, and also I'm pretty sure that the controller too is feeling it. I feel like Rockstar made this game to test the durability of your controller, right? If your controller spoils, it means that your controller is bad. Like, I don't know how many of you people's controllers survived after playing Red Dead Redemption. How many of you? My controller now is on life support because I'm tapping X a lot. That button alone will start to fade now because of how many times I tapped it. Which leads me to the next thing, horse rides. The long horse ride, yes, because of the setting and the environment and the time, horses is the way to transport yourself. But they are so long. Sometimes when I unlocked fast travel, I did a lot of fast traveling because I just wanted to get to the next location on time, especially when I wanted to do specific things at certain locations. I wasn't going to start tapping X all the time in that long distance. I check the map and I see how far where we're going is, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. If I'm not in camp, I'd set up another camp, turn on fast travel, and let the movie take me to where I'm going. I'm not riding all of that. My hand is paining me. That now leads me to my next point, the movieification of the game. Yeah, it was cool, but at the same time, for someone like me who likes more fast-paced action games, there were so many things that the game made you do that could have just been a cutscene or a montage. I did not like it, especially the one that I can remember vividly right now is the one where John, Charles, and Uncle were building the house at John's new land. You see all that hitting the nail, carrying stuff. It was already a montage. Why are you involving me in the montage? Just let everything play out. Leave me alone, right? I didn't like that. And every time that happened, I was very offended. But that's just me. Maybe some of y'all weren't, but I know there were other people who felt this way about that. I hated it. I hated how the game always wanted to involve you in the movie aspect of the game. Also, in the movie aspects of the game, skipping is so hard and damn near impossible. Now, it is unwise as a gamer to skip cutscenes, but we all have those moments where we feel like we've gotten the gist of the scene and the next mission, and we're like, okay, I'm done with this, let's skip it. And it's usually to press X or start, right? But then sometimes that button doesn't appear and nothing happens. Apparently, it is a movie that you cannot skip. You have to watch it. And then sometimes you don't even know if you can or can't skip it. You just have to press X and hope that the skip button appears. And you can't just press it and it will skip. You have to press and hold it. And then it skips. I didn't like that. I'm a very impatient person. It has nothing to do with my low attention span because my attention span is not that low. I'm not that young. However, sometimes I tend to lose patience whenever cutscenes are too long, especially when I already understand the gist of the scene. And some people might say, yeah, well, but sometimes you just need to watch it, finish the whole thing. Sometimes some people don't want to watch it. I feel like I know what's happening. I should be able to skip and go straight to the point, right? It is my own free will, is my right, is it not? Another thing that I hated about this game is how the game tricks you into continuing to tap X when you don't need to. This is what I mean for those who understand it. You know how you can be riding to wherever and then you decide to turn on the cinematic camera and just tap X and then your horse will follow. That one saves is another point because the stupid horse used to go off track sometimes. And then you have to come out of cinematic camera mode and redirect them back to the right path. And then if you feel like turning on cinematic mode again and just be tapping X and then the horse just keeps going, right? Sometimes the game will get to a point where It is pure cinematic, and you actually don't need to do anything. But because you've already been tapping X since you started the cinematic mode, you just keep tapping the X, not knowing that you don't need to. I discovered it at one point and I was like, wait, hold on. I don't need to tap X here. And I was so upset because I started thinking about all the times where I probably should not have tapped X or didn't need to tap X, but I was still tapping X anyway because I thought that if I didn't tap X, my horse would stay in one place. I hated chores. I hated chores in the camp because in real life too, I don't like chores. All right. If I know that I don't have to do something, I'm not gonna do that thing. I only do things I know that I have to. I have no other choice. If I don't do it, there will be a problem. But if I know that, yeah, it'll be nice to do this, but if you don't do it, nothing bad is going to happen. Yeah, I'm not doing it though. I don't like to waste my time, right? I like to go straight to the point of a lot of things in life and in games, which is why I had a problem with Red Dead Redemption 2 because it always liked to distract you from your main objective and wants you to sit and look around. I've looked around already. Thank you very much. Can we go? But the game forces you to slow down and just take things in, especially things that I'm not interested in. But when you do slow down to look at them, you're like, I mean, it's nice, it's cool. Can we go now? And the game won't allow you to go. I'm done. Let's leave this place. But if the game is not ready for you to leave there, you're not going anywhere. I don't like that. I didn't like that about the game. Fishing. Every time fishing came up, I always had this huge tug in my chest, like, oh my god, we are going fishing again. I hate fishing. The controls and mechanics around fishing is annoying. I don't like fishing at all. Enough said, I don't even need to go too deep into it. Fishing sucks. People that like fishing in RDR2, you are demonic people. That or you have a huge amount of patience in your bloodstream. For me, I don't like fishing. Another thing I really didn't like in RDR2 is herding. I only did it once, and maybe if I did some side quest, I would have done it a few more times. But the one time I did do it, that is coordinating the sheep and sending them to the ranch. I didn't like the whole feeling that came around when it came to like making sure that the sheep stayed in one place and like you didn't lose them. And whenever sheep broke off from the herd, going back to get them, screaming at them. Mind you, like I already established before at some early point in the video, the controls are annoying, they're painful, and sometimes stressful to keep track of. So anything that made me do more than riding, shooting, and interacting briefly with characters, I try to avoid them. And herding was just one of those things that pissed me off so much because I'm like, just stay with the crowd. Let's go. We're almost where we are going to. Don't be an animal like the animal that you are. But that is just a few of the things that I can remember that I liked and disliked about RDR2. All in all, RDR2 is not a bad game. It's not a great game, in my opinion, but it's not a bad game. I kind of enjoyed it. At least I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to, because from the beginning I already assumed that this game must be dead and everyone who calls this game a masterpiece must be on crack because I don't know what is so masterful about this piece. But I kind of started to see the appeal. It's not for everyone and it's certainly not for me, but I at least can tolerate the experience. But there are gamers who cannot even handle it at all and just click away and will never get to experience what I experienced. And I didn't even experience a lot because I did a lot of things that most other people who played the game wouldn't do or didn't do, or I didn't do things that you would have expected me to have done to discover more stuff. I'm sure there's a lot more to discover. People are actually clocking hundreds of hours in this game and are still in chapter 3, right? I personally just focus on the story, and anything that didn't look like, at least to me, that it would move the story forward, I didn't pay attention to it. So I'm gonna play the game again and be more patient with it and do all the side quests and actually explore this world, because it's a vast world and it's a very detailed world. I like it. I just don't like how the game forced you to experience it in a certain way, especially for people who like more fast-paced, instant reaction, action kind of games. Right? This game is so slow, like so slow. If you press the button to open a drawer, this guy will take his time. He will try to unlock it, open the drawer, look inside before the option to even take whatever is inside the drawer comes up. You would have checked out of the game. Like, bro, open this thing, let's know what's inside. If it's not, there's nothing useful, let's get out of here. Like, that's how the game is. It is very, very calm in a way that action and fast-paced gamers would tend to lose patience if they experience such a thing. But if you're just with someone who likes to chill, look at things, just you don't want to shoot anybody, you don't want to have to fight anybody, you just want to be there. If you're like a simulation type of gamer, this game is for you. It's because of you that they made this game, actually. But if you're a ball and gun gamer, which is a very particular segment of the community that I have issues with, because those guys are mad people. And if you are someone who just likes fast-paced games like Spider-Man, Naruto, Storm, Infamous, all those games that the reward is instant, just leave RDR2. Wait till you grow up and you have more patience and life is calmer before you touch that game, or else you will have horrible opinions on something that doesn't exactly deserve that kind of treatment. But that is my review on Red Dead Redemption 2. And yeah, let me know what other games you guys want me to play, and I will see. If I have already played them, I'll play it again, and if I haven't, I'll see if I can, and then I'll play it. That's all. Bye bye.